All right, let's get a quick check on the crypto market now. Let's get the headlines. We're seeing Bitcoin making some kind of recovery right now in the market. If we look at the screen, it's actually green on the screen at this time with fewer pockets of red. Different from what we had last week there. We see Bitcoin holding up above that 66,000 level. The meme mania might be over there. This little pocket here, that's Dogecoin in a red. And we see deeper greens with Near Protocol, .imx, and Ethereum holding up above the $3,000 mark, even though we're seeing a lot of sell pressure in the market. Let's look at the headlines right now in the crypto market. We see Man City, Football Club Man City, they've launched an NFT collection. And that's according to a statement by Man City and OKX, that's OK Exchange. That's a cryptocurrency exchange. They've joined forces with two talented artists to bring a creative twist to the 2023-2024 City home shirt through Unseen City Shirts NFT collection, promising a unique and captivating experience for their collectors. Then a crypto exchange, Kraken, acquired a trade station. And that's the US-based digital asset exchange, Kraken. They bought TradeStation Crypto to expand its regulatory licensing in the US. Kraken's takeover of TradeStation Crypto, that's a digital asset-focused division of online brokerage TradeStation. It expands the cryptocurrency exchange's regulatory licensing in the US. And we see the fleeing Binance executive arrested. That's Nadeem Anjarwalla, one of the Binance executives who fled captivity, in Nigeria. Have reports he's been arrested in Kenya. And we see Nigeria asking for some extradition for the fleeing executive at this time. So it's still a developing story. We'll keep tracking to see how it plays out. But Binance still having that issue right here in Nigeria. All right, let's take the conversation further now. It's post Bitcoin halving, and I'm sure investors are wondering what next. The halving has come and gone. So let's talk to Chimezie Chuta now to bring us updates. The founder, Blockchain Nigeria User Group. Great to have you, Chimezie.
Yeah, Ladi, thanks for the opportunity to join you again today.
Fantastic. So the Bitcoin halving has come and gone. What next?
Well, the crypto market is set for another bullish leg up in the next few weeks or months. But for investors, my personal advice is that they should also be very careful at this time because typically before halving, Bitcoin traditionally is known to dip in price. We know that there was a little dip from 74,000 to 61 or even 59,000, but the percentage dip was not as much as we normally used to know in crypto. So probably it might dip more, or probably we might go from here to the all new time high that we all are expecting. So it's a very dicey condition in the market right now. And for everyone who wants to play, make sure you play safe and have a ready-made portfolio management strategy by your side before you play.
Yeah, because we know how these markets know how to take back profits. That's unrealized profit by investors. But looking at how things have played out pre-halving, into post-halving, how do you see Bitcoin's network, before halving, and what do you expect going forward?
Okay, this particular bull run is significantly different from the previous one because this is the first bull run that we are having with investments in crypto and Bitcoin generally coming for institutions and big banks and corporations. So definitely we're going to be having something that we have never experienced before. So probably we might see Bitcoin doing 250,000 and above in this cycle. But again, it will not happen in one leg and all that. So there's going to be a lot of a pullback, a whole lot of green candles, then some sharp drops will come into the market. So by that, I mean that nobody should expect there is going to be one-way traffic to the moon to $250,000 or $500,000 for Bitcoin. But it's realizable. is quite realizable, because right now the institutional investors are the one holding Bitcoin price from 54,000 to where we are right now, which is around 66,000. So if they continue to hold, and remember, most of these institutional investors like BlackRock and so on, they are not day traders, they are not retailers. So they hold Bitcoin not necessarily for daily profit, but they hold those Bitcoin for a long time. So if you take a look at the Bitcoin position of MicroStrategy, you know that a company like that is really playing long time. When asked when they are going to sell Bitcoin, Michael Saylor, the CEO of MicroStrategy, said that they are never going to sell. They have no such plan to sell. So that's a kind of a clarion call to all the institutions, especially institutions in Nigeria. We want to start seeing the likes of Dangote go into Bitcoin. We want to see the likes of Tony Lumenu, have public wallets that we can verify that these guys are holding Bitcoin, because the entire U.S. economy, and recently, of course, we also know that Japan has opened their doors by also announcing Bitcoin ETF. So all over the world, people have accepted Bitcoin as an asset that has magnificent power to gain in over the years. So I think Nigerian investors, and especially African investors, want to start seeing them as big time players in this industry.
All right, but looking at the network, the Bitcoin network, specifically now, we've had quite a number of halvings, in the past, and everyone seems to focus on the price of Bitcoin, always going up, pre and post-halving. But with all the halving events, so far, has the Bitcoin network really improved? Before now, about, let's say, compared to about 10 years ago, because we still have that issue where, when there's a bull market, the Bitcoin network, gets slow, fees go up. How's the network really looking?
Okay, there has been several improvement efforts that have been proposed to the Bitcoin network to make it a little bit more resilient. Let's accept this. Bitcoin is a very archaic software and needs a lot of upgrade. So that's why somewhere along the line we had the Lightning Network that was there to create a layer 2 platform for speedy transaction and lower transaction fees. Now we are seeing that the halving has come and gone. So significantly, the price of the transaction fees are already doubled. I did a transaction a day after the halving, and I almost used half of the amount that I was trying to transfer to pay for transaction fees. So again, we are seeing a whole lot of smart contract enablement on the Bitcoin network. I'm sure you must have heard about the BRC20 protocol that enables smart contract to be written on Bitcoin, and we started having things like ordinals, which are inscriptions that are embedded on Bitcoin. But of course, it didn't last long because there was so much that was not taken care of. So now we're also experiencing another technology called the runes, R-U-N-E. So runes are Bitcoin assets, and they're also being built on top of the Bitcoin protocol to enable people to create NFTs, to create meme coins, and a few other things by enabling what they call post-transaction records. So you spend your Bitcoin and you obtain a certain code about it, so that you will be able to use them for faster transaction on real networks. So there will be a lot more improvement that will be coming up. And it's better for everyone that is interested in the ecosystem to open its eyes to focus on what's going to happen in this circle.
Right. I guess if you don't know, it's more learning, for now to understand really how this, blockchain works. But let's switch now to this Binance issue. We see the Binance executive, he's been arrested, or the claims he's been arrested in Kenya, and might see some extradition of, back to, Nigeria at this time. How are you seeing, all of this play out? It seems to be some kind of escalation at this time.
Actually, it is a huge escalation. And yes, the authorities, Nigerian authorities, have the right to apply whichever strategy that they need to use to bring justice to, to serve where it's necessary. But we also know that these things go beyond being able to bring people to justice. This is about international politics. This is about international business. We are a country that is in dire need of foreign investors. And I dare say to you that there are a whole lot of organizations that are also standing by and watching how Nigeria handles these issues. And we should also be mindful that we don't send the wrong signals to other organizations. Probably they may not be crypto-based, but any other company that is trying to do business in Nigeria would definitely want to keep an eye on what is happening to the Binance issues. I don't want to go into whether what they did was right or wrong, because it's a matter that is already in court. But then I believe that Nigeria should be able to handle most of these things more diplomatically and give an impression that what they are interested in doing is enforcing the law and not witch-hunting.
All right, definitely. We'll keep tracking. It's a developing story, at this time, and we'll see how, it plays out, finally. Thank you so much for coming on, Chimezie Chuta. It was great having you.
Thank you, Laddie. Bye.
All right, so that's the show today, and that's how the markets are looking. Definitely be looking out for how the NGX plays out today. It's already looking positive, at intraday at this time. Remember, you can visit channelcv.com for more updates. I'm Laddie Williams from Mina Team right here at Channels HQ. It's bye for now.
Breaking news.
Again with the latest rushes